Well, it's the announcement nobody in the wrestling world saw coming. AJ Styles, the phenomenal one, has officially put everyone on notice. He's retiring from WWE. So, what's the real story? We're breaking down the shocking announcement, the emotional reactions from his biggest rivals, and why one of the greatest to ever do it is finally hanging up his boots. We throw around the phrase, end of an era, a lot in wrestling. But man, does it feel real right now. The WWE Universe is already bracing to say goodbye to John Cena, with his farewell tour ending in December 2025. And now, this hits. His greatest rival, the guy who conquered every promotion before even getting to WWE, AJ Styles, is also leaving. Two titans of the industry, gone in the blink of an eye. It really feels like a turning point, and you have to wonder, who's going to step up and fill those shoes? So, it all became official during the lead-up to WWE Crown Jewel in Perth, Australia. AJ had been dropping hints, but he finally put it all out there on the kickoff show. He's retiring from in-ring competition in 2026. In his own words, "I'm getting old, folks. The fear of embarrassing myself is getting closer. In 2026, I will retire." Since then, he's been telling fans at live shows in places like Melbourne and Japan that this is probably the last time they'll see him wrestle there. And let's be clear, this isn't a storyline. It's not a work. This is real. The clock is officially ticking on the phenomenal one's career, and reports say WWE is already planning a huge farewell run for him. If his match at Crown Jewel on October 11th, 2025 was any indication of what his farewell tour will be like, then we are all in for an emotional ride. Billed as the final battle between Styles and John Cena, it felt less like a competition and more like a celebration. For nearly 30 minutes, these two just put on an absolute clinic. But it was the little things that made it so special. The whole match was a tribute. At one point, Styles locked in the coquina clutch, a direct nod to his legendary TNA rival, Samoa Joe. He even threw a sweet chin music in a nod to Shawn Michaels. Cena got in on it too, using moves from The Miz, Randy Orton, and even The Undertaker. In the end, Cena got the win, closing the book on their iconic rivalry. But both guys walked out as the icons they are. Naturally, the news of both AJ and Cena leaving sent shockwaves through the wrestling world, and the reactions started pouring in. But the perspective from his longtime friend and rival, Samoa Joe, really hits different. Speaking with CBS Sports, Joe said he was just happy for both of them. He called AJ one of the few wrestlers who changed the face of wrestling, and even the prototype of an ideal wrestler. When asked about AJ using his move at Crown Jewel, Joe said it was incredibly cool, adding, "It was wonderful to be thought of in their big moment." His words pretty much sum it all up, even though it's sad for us fans. Seeing a legend like AJ go out on his own terms, healthy and happy, is really the best you can ask for. So yeah, AJ's legacy is set in stone. But before we get into the real reason he's stepping away, do us a quick favor and hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. We're going to be covering his entire farewell tour, and trust me, you won't want to miss a second of it. So, what's the real reason AJ Styles is retiring? Don't worry, it's not some juicy backstage drama or a secret injury. The truth is actually a lot simpler, and it all comes down to respect. Respect for the business, for the fans, and for himself. He has said in interviews that he doesn't want fans to ever see a version of him that isn't the phenomenal AJ Styles we all know. I've decided to retire before my body can no longer move, he stated. After more than 20 years of insane matches all over the world, it really boils down to two things: family and legacy. AJ has been open about wanting to spend more time with his family, and he's more than earned it. But it's also about walking away while he's still at the top of his game, before his phenomenal ability starts to fade. He wants to be remembered as the guy who defied gravity for 2 decades, not as someone who stuck around a little too long. And honestly, that's the mark of a true pro. So as we get ready for a WWE without the phenomenal one, it's pretty wild to look back. From his game-changing runs in TNA and New Japan Pro Wrestling, to that unforgettable WWE debut, and all the championships that followed, AJ Styles has built a legacy that almost no one can touch. His farewell tour is going to be one long celebration of a career built on pure talent and passion. Sure, WWE is losing 2 of its biggest stars at once, but the impact they've had on the business will last forever. What's your favorite AJ Styles match or moment? Drop it in the comments below. We'd love to read them.